Hello, my mahogany mavens. It is makeup time. Baby, today I just feel like playing around with some products. I have some LA Colors products that I want to try and see what we come out with. Thoughts? Okay, here we go. Favorite part, eyebrows. Okay, Mavens, we are starting by rubbing in this Wet n Wild matte base primer. Okay, so now we're going to start with letting it dry a little bit. Our favorite part, the eyebrows. Okay, so we're holding our pencil. We're using LA Colors pencil, by the way. What life it has left. So put the cap to your liner on the back so that it gives you more length when you're holding the pencil. And just hold it as close to the back of the pencil as possible while still having it in control. Okay, so there's a bone underneath your eyebrow. We're going to trace that bone. Okay, now right above the eyebrow, we're going to make a straight line that's parallel, meaning going in the same direction. Get as close to the brow as possible, but not on the actual brow, and trace the same shape. Okay, it wasn't starting the way I wanted, so let's scratch that. And again, trace the bone. Now make a line above the eyebrow. Connect. Okay, now I see some flyaway hairs that need to be addressed. Now while I have my shape outlining the eyebrows, I'm going to take, this is one of those dollar razors, instant little razors from the beauty supply store. I'm just going to clean up some areas that are outside of my outline. Don't cut too much because when you don't have the outline on, it looks so much smaller. Okay, now doing the All Love ingredient eyebrow, we are going to fill the back end darker, the back end of the brow. Now we're going to make the front end of the brow lighter. Okay, now repeat that same process. Midway, we're going to make this, a little over midway, we're going to make this brow darker. And we're going to make the front end lighter. Okay, now you have two gigantic eyebrows. Oh, I meant to tell y'all. I have to tell y'all some sort of story during this play day because we're not just going to do instructional time. We're going to have fun too. So, let me see. It's story time, baby. How about I tell you a story about, a hilarious story about a double date that I had probably 20 years ago. Stay tight. Okay, so now we're going to come back with our LA Colors Conceal It. Trace the eyebrows and shape them. So back to our story. So, this is a story about a blind date. Okay, so my best friend in the whole world, I mean, we were sisters, friends since the 5th grade, was dating this guy. And he was a hard worker. I know I had just graduated college. I think at the time she was in junior college, and the guy, he had picked a long-term job, like the kind of job you work as soon as you get out of high school, but it has opportunity for long-term growth and longevity. He was working those kind of jobs, one of those kind of jobs. So I thought that was pretty cool. She met a hard-working guy, and he started telling her about like his problems. Like, we were all young, so you know how it is when you first start paying bills. You have car note, you have, life expenses, and you know how the story goes. And so she was telling me how he was car searching, I guess, to try to see if he could get from underneath the car he was in, because he was upside down in his car, and it was a car he really liked. So he accepted this big, huge note. Well, it wasn't big and huge, but for us being young back then and just starting out, it was expensive. I think his car note was like $430 or $450 a month or something like that. And I was like, so in my mind I'm thinking, okay, she met a hard-working guy. He has a high car note, but that's normal. He must really have a nice car. He must like nice things and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, cool, she met a cool guy, even though he's having ups and downs or whatever. So I was single, and his best friend was single. He played basketball with or whatever. And so they came up with the bright idea to introduce us. So my best friend was like, one day she called me and she was like, I'm going out with a guy and he's bringing his friend and I really want you to come. And I was like, all right, who is his friend? And she was like, it's like his best friend. She was like, it's like his best friend. He gotta be cool. I mean, they're like best friends, and my friend's cute, cool, and he's cute. I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'll go. So, getting dressed for the date, my friend met up with her guy at his place. And so, his friend lived in the same neighborhood, so they all rode to the bowling alley together, and I was coming from a different city, so I met everyone there. And my friend kept rushing me to hurry up and get there. And so when I finally got there, no, I'm sorry, I messed up, y'all. She wasn't talking to me, but when I got there, she called me, and she was like, I'm so sorry. Just come inside. She said, but just know I'm so sorry. She said, please behave. Please be okay when you come inside. And I was like, okay. I was like, what's wrong? You out here with no money, or like, is something going on? Like, what's wrong? Okay, y'all. So I was like, all right, I'm on my way in. I'm on my way in. And so I get inside. Y'all, I get inside. All right, so I see this guy from the back. He has on one of those Walmart fatigue jackets and some fatigue, like, accessories, some weird boots. So I'm already kind of like, was he hunting or something before this? Like, like, for real, like, did he really just come from somewhere else? But when he turned around, baby, honey child, I have never in my life been up close and personal with someone that has such a unique appearance. First of all, we're 20 something. Off the rip, off the gate, he looked like he was 80 years old, y'all. Mind you, she rode here with this guy. She knew all of this before I got all the way to this bowling alley in this other city. His head, and Lord, please forgive me, and I know we all had differences. His head was like a normal head, normal width, all of that. Then his forehead kept going upward. It looked like it was like 3 foreheads stacked on one forehead. I promise, I never seen anything like it in my life. And they had lines, the forehead had lines across it. I was like, oh my God, like, what in the world? Oh my God, why didn't she brace me for this? So, I'm not a judgmental person. So I politely said hello. And we're sitting down to have dinner, and I'm thinking to myself, how in the world am I gonna get through this? How in the world am I gonna get through this? And she made me sit beside the guy in a booth. She sat with her guy, and so I had to sit up close with this guy with this weird fatigue on. And on dates, I do not like sitting. If I'm on a new date, I do not like sitting on the inside of the booth. I had one on a date where I was basically held captive because the guy had me on the inside. He would not get up to let me leave the date. Nonetheless, so $1 million question is, do we get through this date and did he get a kiss at the end? You gotta stay to find out the rest. Okay, so we're on this date, and mind you, I have yet to see in this guy's mouth or anything, okay? So we sit down. So everybody's talking, you don't just, you sit side by side, so you don't just sit in someone's face, like, sit at a table and just in their face. So we're having casual conversation. Everything's going fine. Everybody talked about, we like to play spades and all those different types of things, just enjoying the conversation, and being cordial. So y'all, it was time to order the food. This guy, we're covering some of our dark spots with the LA Colors Concealer. This guy ordered 2 meals for himself. 2! He had steak, he had corn, he had baked potato, he had fish, he had macaroni. I was like, what in the world? And ate it down, ate all of it, ate every drop, ate it down. I ordered just a basic, some sort of meal, some pasta, something. And when he ate it down, okay, so you know that we only, we're not there for a long time, and it's a lot of food at one time. And he ate all of it. So can you imagine how he was eating? How he was eating? So I couldn't even look over there while I was eating my food, because then I was gonna lose my appetite from eating my food. And the whole time I'm nudging my friend under the table, like, really, like, what? Like, are you serious? And she's just like under her breath. And I'm like, New Color Cosmetics highlighter. So back to the story. We are at dinner, and this guy is eating like we are on the Nutty Professor. Okay. Mind you, we still haven't bowled yet. I still have to get through bowling. So, he paid for my meal. So I guess that's considered an actual date for real, like a date. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit so that it's easier to blend. So, he paid for my meal and everything. We still have to bowl. Alright, so her guy's paying for her bowling, my guy's paying for my bowling. Oh, by the way, the car that he loved so much that he didn't drive to the bowling alley was a Ford Fusion. He was paying $400 a month, over $400 a month for a brand spanking new off the showroom floor Ford Fusion. So then I realized, oh, he crazy too. So everybody crazy. Where am I right now? So, we bowl and everything. I still don't look straight dead in this guy's face because I don't want to be rude and I don't want to stare and all of this type of stuff. So, we get through the bowling and all of that. And so the guy, he's trying to flirt during bowling, playing around and things like that. But I wasn't very responsive. I was just polite, okay? Only polite. I'm a trooper, man. I'm a good friend for this, too. And, so, we get through the bowling, who won, who lost, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So then they talk about, well, I'm not ready to go home because this was fun, but it's still early. It's a Friday night and it's still early. So I was down to go to a club or something like that. The guy was like, we should all, the guy that I guess I was out with, he was like, we should all go to my house to play spades. And I'm automatically thinking, oh, hell to the no, hell no. Forgive me for cussing. I ain't even mean to. And my friend, knowing what I'm going through, knowing the situation, knowing how I feel, she gonna say, okay, yeah. Oh, no, you didn't. She said, yes, I want to go play spades at your house. She want to go to that intimate environment. And I'm like, I'm pissed off. I'm completely pissed off. And of course, her guy was down with it. I'm a G, y'all, I did it. I went and played spades. So now, I'm out this weird looking guy who done ate all this food on this date, like we at a buffet, with all this weird fatigue and stuff on. With his weird friend who's paying a rent note worth for a car. And my friend who said she liked this guy a lot. What would you, so while we're riding there, I tell my friend, you ride with me, because I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to talk to her, like, what? So when we ride there together in the car, she gonna say to me, please just do me this one favor, please do this for me, I really, really like this guy. She was like, just get through tonight. And I was like, all right, I said I play one game, and I said I'm not playing 500, I said we can play 350. One space game, I'm only going to 350. Yeah, y'all already know we went to 500. So now, I'm on this date, this blind date, with this weird looking guy, and his weird friend, and my so-called best friend. What would you have done at this point? I'm already there. We're already playing spades. So once the spades game finished, I was like, all right, well, it's been so much fun. And my friend was like, well, we're going in the same direction. If you just give me a second, I can ride with you. And I was like, all right, I'll give you a second. So I guess the guy took this as while she's telling her friend bye, the guy was talking to me, I guess took this as the opportunity to shoot his shot. Y'all. All right, so this is going to be my first time having to face, up close and personal. Oh, Be Pure Press Parodontry. This is going to be my first time having to actually stare at this guy. So I lean up against the wall, waiting for my friend by the door. And the guy comes over there to where I am and he starts talking to me. Now, I don't know if it's because he was nervous or because we had been drinking, but he was talking like, like it's like he was a meme rapping, but it was all mush mouth. Like it was like, and I'm like, what is really going on? Somebody tell me what is going on. So, I don't know. I probably through the conversation. I zigzag and did all this because I'm trying to skip out the door, right? So he asked me for my number. He asked me for my number, y'all. And when I was free. He asked me for my number and he asked me when I was free. What did I say? Y'all, I gave him my number. I could not stand in that man's face in his house after being there for hours, being out with him for hours. I did not have the heart to flat-footed, stand there flat-footed and say no. I know, it's like unbelievable. Oh, this is LA Colors liquid makeup. I know, it's like unbelievable, like, I couldn't believe myself. So, anyway, I gave him my number. And so, of course, he was geeked off of that. He was like geeked off of that. Mind you, I had got slayed for this day, so I was looking cute. And it was nice outside. I was looking real cute. So, I gave him my number. He was geeked off of that, so we continued talking. Before we walked out the door, we completed the conversation. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, his teeth, it looked like the corn he put in his mouth for dinner metamorphosized into his teeth. And that's what his teeth were, the corn in the bowl. That's what his teeth look like. He gonna ask me, give me a kiss. I was like, Scooby. On that one. And make a long story short, of course, that's where I drew the line. I drew the line right there. I was like, you got the wrong one, baby. And that was the end of the blind date. Of course, he tried to call a few times. I did not respond, but I did have a talk with my friend. A good old heart to heart about that blind date. But yeah, I got through the whole thing. I was cordial and polite, and I never saw the guy again, of course. And that was that. So y'all, while I've been telling the story, we already have on a full face of LA Colors Dollar Tree makeup only. Now, how about that? How you like them apples? Full face, and we're not even finished. Go us, go us. It's giving, it's giving. Okay, so now I'm going to press in this LA Colors with this clarifying press powder from Dollar Tree. All right, my dears, time to contour. Okay, so we're going to take this CoverGirl Clean and Clear, CoverGirl Clean and Fresh. We're going to do the contour. So that was my story, my blind date story. I have a dating quiz on my page. If you look, you should go take it, because at the end you can leave a video and tell me your funny date story. That was just one. It was basically just that the guy looked so super duper weird, and he didn't seem self-aware. How about that? That's a polite way of putting that. This shrinks the forehead a little bit when you contour right above the eyebrow. Right where the top teeth and the bottom teeth meet. Bring it to the hairline. Okay, we forgot one step. One teeny tiny step. So I'm going to come back with my new color foundation, Dollar Tree. I'm going to get my jawline very delicately. To the earlobe. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so y'all remember this big fat block of lipstick we got from Dollar Tree a few weeks ago? It's called Color. We are going to use this as rouge to blend the contour. So I'm only putting it in places where the light and dark meet. And now I'm going to actually take a foundation brush and blend this because it is grease-based, so a feathery powder brush wouldn't do. Okay, it's giving contour. Oh, Dollar Tree. We need to blend just a little bit over here. That's snatched, y'all. All Dollar Tree, that is snatched. Okay, so my eyes are a little itchy, so I'm not going to do a lot of eye makeup today. I'm just going to do one round of mascara on the top lash and the bottom. Same for the other side. Okay. I'm going to put a little definition to the eyebrows. I'm going to use this jelly by Rimmel. I'm going to use this pink jelly by Rimmel. And I'm going to take my concealer brush. And it is actually loose jelly, guys. I'm going to highlight my face and I'm going to highlight my eyebrows. Okay, now I'm going to come back with my contour and touch up a few spots that may have gotten tapped. Okay, so I want to have rosy cheeks. So I'm going to, well, first thing I'm going to do is blend my cheekbones. I'm going to use this LA Colors Nude color palette. And I'm going to pick the medium complexion shadow. Okay, I want to have rosy cheeks. And this looks a little bit dark. So, I'm not going to throw the whole look away. I'm going to take this Green Edition Maybelline lipstick. And it smells like cocoa butter, y'all. I'm going to tap the apples on my cheeks. Okay, now I'm going to take a blender sponge and blend this in. Okay. Now I'm going to press the face with one big blender brush using this clarifying pressed powder. Okay, she's almost done. Okay, now I'm going to set the whole face with this LA Colors setting powder, finishing powder. Okay, now we're going to get our long-lasting LA Colors liner. I'm going to line around the fat part of the lips. Don't draw a line straight across, unless that's just absolutely how your lip is shaped. But there's a V right there. Okay, now remember that big block lip color from Dollar Tree? We're going to use that. I was a little overzealous with the liner. Okay, yes ma'am. Yes, we did this. We did this all Dollar Tree, honey. All full face of Dollar Tree only. And I am loving it. I am actually loving this. I don't know why more people don't go to Dollar Tree. And the headband also, you guys. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. Thank you for viewing this video. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. Please subscribe. Toodles, Mahogany Mavens.